Hi Amy, how you doing?
How are you?
Oh, good. Good to see you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
got
fine. Yeah.
Got you. How's things? You all right, Amy?
Oh, good, thank you. I'm a bit nervous, excited.
Nothing to be nervous about here.
We're pretty laid back. Amy. As long as you can understand our accents, you'll be doing all right.
Yeah, well, can you understand mine?
Yeah.
So what's that?
John, that was quite fast. That was quite quick for this time of the night.
I know. Normally half asleep by now. No, I can hear you fine, can understand you fine, Amy. How's your day going?
Oh, good actually. Quite busy. I've been DJing today, just trying to get the work in.
Okay, nice.
What is that? Some live streams, was it, Amy? Some live streams, is it?
Well, basically, I've only just started. So, like in lockdown, I thought I'm gonna learn how to DJ. So I'm still on the beginner's trail, but it's really fun. I really like it. I love house music anyway, and like dark tech and everything.
Yeah.
Do you sing along while you're DJing as well?
Yeah, that's the aim. It's going to be the whole singing DJ, but I want to be singing my sets, but I want to be mixing at the same time. I don't want to stop. I just want it to be like a full-on experience, different.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds really unique. That'll be a great show.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. I think it's something to help me stand out. I think. But who knows?
So how did you start getting into the DJing then? Did you just kind of learn online, or was there somebody showing you how to do it?
My boyfriend was a really established DJ in the bassline scene. What was that, like 2008, something like that? So yeah, he learned on vinyl, so he thinks I'm a bit of a bailite with the whole little sync. I've learned how to mix now without sync, but because obviously he would have been like, no.
Yeah.
Fair enough though, if you're singing at the same time, you've got every right to use sync.
I know, that's a talent in itself.
I don't want like the DJs to like walk past me and be like, she's got sync on, don't write anymore.
And just pick up the mic, Amy, and start singing, and then you'll blow them all away. Don't worry about
that. Shut up.
So what have you been up to this last year then, throughout the whole lockdown, other than DJing and singing?
Fashion, to be fair, getting involved with fashion brands. I think that's the way forward of like growing your following on social media.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the whole music scene then, if there's not really much of a scene there?
Well, I was a singer first. I still am a singer, so it's kind of when I was 18, I did all the pubs, all the clubs, everything just to get my confidence. And I started writing. I went down like the dance route, and then since then really it's just been building the brand really. And then it kind of a lot of DJs did remixes of my songs, and they were the ones that were actually working. So first of all, it was like the originals and maybe R&B, a little bit of pop. And it was kind of hard to get in over that because you're up against like Dua Lipa, all those sorts of people. But if you do like dance remixes, you got more chance of getting to like Kiss FM, night underground kind of radio station. So it's kind of building my way up from that way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Who were some of your influences then, Amy? Musical influences? Who do you get inspiration from then?
Vocally, Ariana Grande. Absolutely love her vocals.
Yeah.
What I don't know. Like I can't even say I've got inspiration for like where my remixes come from. It's just definitely like feel good house. It's that kind of making people feel good, but like there's like a drop and people are like, oh, it's that sort of it's feel good house, vocal house.
Your vocals work quite well in that genre as well. It definitely kind of they complement each other quite well.
Yeah, definitely. So I've got hopes and aims to kind of like work with certain people and stuff, but we'll see how it all goes.
I think it's a good time for that uplifting style of house as well, isn't it? You know, a lot of the kind of tech stuff and the nice club sounding stuff seems to have kind of gone by the wayside a wee bit just now, and now everybody just wants that uplifting, good vibe kind of music, don't they?
Yeah, I think it's that time of lockdown, isn't it? They just don't want to hear any more kind of Lewis Capaldi's great, but like if you're like down in the dumps anyway, you just can't something, you know. You just need anything with keys. Give me
with a piano,
a big piano.
All that, uplifting piano. We're all good.
Definitely, brilliant. No, I think I'm looking forward to just more inspiring times ahead. I think people are starting to finally realise that there will be a summer for us. I think this year compared to last year, I think there will be more promising, even if it's just a few events. It's looking like when people will get let loose, it's going to get pretty crazy out there, isn't it?
Oh no, like I saw on these festivals like dates and like who the headliners are and people are booking tickets. But I'm just not sure if the 21st of June is going to happen. I'm just a bit like, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, but nobody's expecting a lot of them. We'll just see what happens, basically.
Yeah, we've got no hopes. We're just like, you know, if it doesn't happen, we expect that.
Yeah.
It is looking a bit promising now, though, compared to this time last year. It's definitely looking a lot more promising. So fingers crossed.
As long as I get to see your smiley face again, John, soon. It's been too long.
The smiley face is right here.
The Zoom is not cutting it. The Zoom is not...
I know, you want to see the flesh.
How did you meet?
Oh, so us two, we've known each other since like primary school, haven't we?
Oh,
Is it primary school? Primary, high school? Yeah. So, been a few years. So about 5 or 10 years now.
5 years.
We've known each other for over 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've never been this apart for so long, John.
I know, I've been pining for you all year, Paul. Not going to lie.
That's how this show got started, Amy. Me and John just missed each other too much, and we thought, let's just start talking on Zoom and see what happens.
I've looked at some of the guests that you've had on. Super impressive. I was like, wow, how am I on this show?
No, you've done some cracking stuff. Amy, we're loving your music. We love supporting what you're doing, you know, so it's great to have you on for a chat.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as soon as I saw like the Facebook page, I was like, "Oh my god, this is amazing!" I really appreciate it. Yeah, we've got what have I got coming up? I am working on a second EP, but I just want it to be just before pure dance tracks. Because my first EP was kind of 4 tracks, but on purpose, different genres.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, not sure who I am as an artist. I'm going to just do 4 different things, whichever one lifts off, go with that.
Yep.
Because as a vocalist, I can kind of sing anything. I wasn't quite sure with what I actually liked music-wise. And then it was those dance remixes that were really coming through. And I was like, oh yeah, well, I do love dancing in the club. It all makes sense now. And then, yeah, I kind of always said when I'm at a point in my career where I kind of feel comfortable, I wanted to do like a part 2 of that EP, but in the one lane. And I'm at that point now where I've done lots and lots of singles, lots of remixes and features.
Yeah, you've been really busy.
So, is this EP completed, or is that still in progress at the moment?
No, it's still in progress. I'm still umming and ahhing about tracks, and I really want to like collaborate with more producers, because I have one producer called Thomas Graham who is unreal.
Yeah.
But I really want the EP to be like more of a mixture of producers.
Okay.
But then I'm just trying to find any as good as Thomas, and I'm like, oh god. Just Tom, yeah.
This is your opportunity, Amy. Who would you like to work with? Reach out to those producers right now. Calvin Harris. Calvin
Field. He's one who's in my reach, but I don't think he's Simon Field, like Mark Knight.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's like Feel Good House.
Yeah.
Earth and Days.
Yep, brilliant.
I have spoken to Earth and Days the other day. Actually, I have sent them some pellets, and they actually like replied back. I was like, wow. Instagram DMs are amazing. Like, if you have like the guts to actually send the DM, like they can actually read them. It took them 6 months, but they get back to me.
That's the thing, Amy. If you don't ask, you don't get, really, in the music industry, especially.
Yeah, I'm an opportunist. I see it, I grab it with both hands.
Just message every single day. Just copy and paste that message.
Just me again. Wonder, have those ecapennas? No, okay. I'll come back tomorrow.
Brilliant. No, Mark Knight. I think you and Mark Knight would make some great music. Actually, that'd be a great
definitely.
Track. Yeah. Make this happen, Mark. Make this happen.
Well, currently as well, I haven't actually got music management, which is a bit crazy.
Right.
I don't think I have. I've got management for the fashion, like the media side of things.
Yeah.
I'm actually fully on my own. So if
if you're a free agent.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm needing now. They have like links with certain record labels to make collabs and stuff. That's what I'm missing now.
Yeah. Because it is a lot nowadays to do music. There's the social media aspect. There's the image of it all. There's so many other things before you just get down to writing the music, isn't there?
Yeah, I think that a lot of my time's taken up of creating content. I have to set a whole day in my diary just to write, and even if there's other things that I think I should do, I'm like, no, or else I won't write the song.
Yeah.
It looks like you're very active on social media as well, so that's definitely something you're doing really well right now.
Yeah, a lot of people said that actually. I do really enjoy like talking to my followers every day on the Insta story. We call it like GTV. I'm always
Right.
like, hi guys. Enjoy that. Yeah.
That's working really well, yeah. Can you get us any free fashion stuff by any chance, Amy? Because me and John we're desperate in need of fashionable clothing over
need a
here,
new
as
hat,
you can
need a
tell.
hat.
Yeah, a couple of hats. It works well, doesn't it? Work with SHEIN. They have got 15 million followers.
Brilliant.
And what I always do, like if I create like an Instagram reel for them, I'll always put my own track as the music.
Oh, excellent.
I'm like, oh, I love that reel. They're like oblivious what the music is playing. I share it, and there's a song on their profile. I was like, yeah, thanks.
Some savvy marketing right there.
We could learn a thing or two, John.
Oh, are you taking notes, Paul?
Yeah,
No, there's so many aspects of music promotion now, isn't there, Amy? It's crazy. Before you know it, the day's gone and you've not actually made any music. You've just updated all your social media accounts.
Yeah, I did that the other day actually. I was like, oh, I should maybe change the covers of my highlights on my Instagram story. Oh, I should do this, should do that. Oh, look, it's 5 o'clock.
I've got no idea how the time goes past so quickly. Like, it just seems to be absolutely flying by. Either that, I'm just getting old. I don't know. Like,
that is such an old man thing to say.
I'm like, no, I'm a spring chicken. I'm absolutely fine. The time goes so slow.
I've got a question for both of you guys. Actually, what have you learned from lockdown? Is there one thing that you've learned from the past year that you would take it into the future?
Amy, you can go first.
That's quite a hard question. Something you've learned about yourselves, or just
okay?
I'll
go. I would say quiet time is a good thing. So taking a bit of quiet time for yourself just to reflect on things, and plan your next move. Decide what you're going to do next, rather than always being a rush all the time and just constantly going from one thing to another.
Yeah, that is true, John, because you are flat out all the time before this happened, Julie. You're always wanting the next thing. Basically, that's a good point. What about yourself, Amy? Is there anything you've learned then over the year?
Mine's to appreciate every little bit of success. So I'm really bad for, so say for example, 2 years ago I'll perform at an event and I'll create a big poster, be a big thing, and then like I'll kind of put it away into sort of, okay, I've done that, and then like I'll do something else, and then that's like, I don't know, it's just something about I'll achieve something, I won't appreciate it in the moment. I'll just next. But like really like take the time to go, well done, Ames. You've been trying to do that for 2 years. You know what I mean? It's kind of taking that time to look at the little steps.
Yeah, I think that's enjoy the journey rather than just striving for the next goal, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, that whole process and just embracing it all, because even like say with the EP, like you'll get to the end of the EP, the whole of that process has been stress.
Yeah.
He's not going to reflect. You're going to be like talk about it and be like, oh, you know, use the whole thing just to be a nice experience.
Yeah, God, we've all grown up so much during lockdown, haven't we?
Well, still not heard your answer yet, Paul. What was you put the question out there, but you've not given us an answer. It's your turn.
You know what I've learned to appreciate in lockdown, and this probably sounds a bit crazy, the simple bath bomb. Have you ever, I've never appreciated this before, and I don't know why it took to lockdown to appreciate this. The experience of having just sitting in the bath, have your partner just drop that bath bomb in, let the foam just do its thing. Honestly, see that what I've learned to appreciate is the humble bath bomb. Right.
I don't think I've ever tried a bath bomb, but you've really sold me on that one. I think I'm putting that on my to-do list.
John, you've never lived. You've never lived. Get the Nuta to drop a bath bomb into that bath and just let the magic happen.
I'm going to text her now. Hold on.
I'm not a bath bomber. No, it's not for me.
No.
Pure water for me. I'm like a boring.
It's the simple things, Amy. It's the simple things in life you really learn to appreciate in lockdown. Also, patience. I think I've learned patience, isn't it? That's the patience is the big lesson from this year.
Aye, definitely.
Yeah,
just going back to the start with you as well, Amy. How did you get into singing as well? Obviously, you're quite a talented singer. How did that all start for you way back when?
Oh, my mum always says he was 4 when I knew he could sing. Just like 4.
Wow. That's young. That is young.
Yeah. So yeah, I was a very young girl. But I think I really started taking it seriously from year 7, so 11. That was, I went to Coppers Performing Arts School, so that was kind of every day was performing, doing musicals. It was kind of making that early choice of, do I go out and play or do I rehearse? And that's from year 7, all my breaks and lunch times were always rehearsing. And I thought, oh, I could actually make something of this. And I kind of just started taking it seriously from then.
Cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like I've been doing it forever, but actually, I've only been an artist for 2 years. Which is
Okay.
So from the age of 18, I actually started doing cruise ships. I did all that side of being a professional singer first.
Brilliant.
Nice. How long were you on the cruise ships for?
So I wasn't on the big cruise ships. I got up for 6 months.
Okay.
I would do a few weeks at a time. So they're called fly-ons.
Oh yeah. That's a big gig. That's a big gig as well, because that's a big crowd to entertain if they're all stuck on the ship.
Like performing is like my actual, like my number one. That's what I absolutely love. That's what I've known like from a young age. But I did all of that lane, and I was like, I feel a bit wasted here. Singing covers and stuff. I thought I feel a bit unfulfilled. And then I started writing and going from there, then eventually doing my own shows, like debut headline shows. So, and that's where I was happy. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, you kind of found your path through that, and knowing that you want to be creative and just make your own mark on music then.
And like people always say, like, how do you know when you're happy in the music business? And I kind of think you have to do everything, try everything. It's okay if you want to try and be a wedding singer, if you want to try and, there's all sorts of things you can be and earn great money from it, but you've just got to find the one that makes you get up in the morning. And mine was becoming original artist. Yeah.
It sounds like you made a lot of progress as well in the last couple of years, though, with the amount of kind of content you put out there. That's been quite impressive, actually, over only 2 years.
Yeah, and my brother always says that. It's like when you look at some people who've been an artist doing nothing else since they were like, say, 18, and you see where they are, and they've only been doing it for 2 years. He says you have actually kind of jumped up quite quickly. But I'm like, oh, what about if I did it when I was 18? Where would I be now? You can't think like that, can you? But
no, absolutely not. You've always just got to kind of focus on the future, really, and the plan what you're doing next. If you just focus on the past, it just prevents you from moving forward, really.
Exactly. And I think that kind of where my voice is and my branding and style, I think I found that as I've got older. So even if I come out as an artist at 18, I think it's all kind of working now because of the experience.
Awesome.
That's how I'm supposed to in the end.
I'm just curious as well, where was the most glamorous place you found yourself when you were on the ships?
I'm still wanting to go on a cruise ship right now.
I'm jealous. I'm absolutely jealous. The cruise ship sound amazing.
I know, it just wasn't for me. I am a bit a home bird. I am. Yeah. But then, like, I suppose the end goal would be touring. So I suppose you are always away from home, aren't you? But it was how long is away from home for, and that was just too long for me. And
okay.
Yeah, it just wasn't. You kind of feel you're not progressing in a way because you get on the ship and you perform. You have lots of free time. So I did write my first EP on the ship actually.
Oh, okay.
You would just do 45-minute sets, and then the rest of the day would be yours, and you'd have like one big show of the night, which would be like 2 hours with other people, and then like the whole night's yours.
All right.
So it was a brilliant job.
Good
job. But I just thought I want to be touring on a cruise ship doing my own shows.
It's so glamorous, doesn't it? It sounds so glamorous right now. I think I'd like to DJ on a cruise ship because at least the people won't leave because there's nowhere for them to go. So at least if I play a really bad song like the Macarena or something, at least there's nowhere for the people to actually go to.
The Macarena would absolutely kill it on a cruise ship, man. That would have everybody going on a cruise ship.
I actually would. That would sink the ship, I think.
The only thing was being on a cruise ship was my accent. Nobody could understand me.
All right.
People from France or Spain on there, they probably know a probably British accent of like London, and I come on, good evening everyone. I'm like, one thing I'll never do is change where I come from. So I'll come out all glamorous. And I won't change my accent. I'll just be Wolverhampton, Angie. It used to work great, but then some people were just like, I just didn't. You would talk and then you would sing, and I'd be like, how is that happening? I'm not sure, but.
So we see you've got a record label as well. Is it Virago Records? Is it?
Virago Records. So I started that in 2020. I just thought if I'm going to start doing dance music and I like to do lots of remixes from different credible producers, and I thought put all that on your own label, make it just a full dance label. Who knows? Like, look at Defected. That's the aim. I don't know. I don't know.
You've got to aim high. You got to aim high. That's it.
Yeah, I think when the DJing starts happening, it'll be a lot easier to keep pushing Virago Records because I can be more of a person for it. At the minute, it's just a name. Yeah.
I
think when I started.
It looks like you've had a few releases on there already, though. It looks like you've been quite active with that as well, like over the last year.
There's a good few. I was looking today on Beatport because I was looking for different tracks for my DJ, and I thought I'm going to search myself because I'm thinking I should be on here. And I looked, and there I was. I was like, I haven't put a picture on there. I completely forgot about it. I thought Spotify, Apple Music,
yeah.
Oh, forgot that you need to like link your artist profile. So I've been on that today, so that's getting sorted.
Yeah. I know we talk about how overwhelming it is. There's always something else to do, isn't there? You go to another website and you're trying to represent yourself left, right, and centre.
Literally. But to try and get into the Beatport charts, that would be an absolute hit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I'm not sure. I don't think it's based on streams. I'm not sure how it's created, but.
I think other DJs charting things as well. I think once other DJs start playing the songs out and about, and you're playing them out in clubs, you'll probably notice a big difference.
Yeah, I have really missed that this year because I did a song called One Night Remix, and that was like a house garage song. And throughout the day, it'd be like, when people tag you in the stories, Amy, your song's played in this shop, or I'll wake up on, like, say, a Sunday morning and have all of these stories from in different clubs in Birmingham playing a track, and I've really missed that this year. It really helps songs, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, Amy, we've spoken about like producers you'd want to work with, but if you could duet with a singer, I think I know who that would be. Actually, Ariana Grande, is it?
No, because she's a lot better than me.
You've thought about this before, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm like, no, she's too good. She's just
duets.
Singing wise, I've never actually thought about. I don't think I've had time to think about it.
Just kind of throwing these questions at you.
Who do you think my voice would suit work singing wise? Maybe male or female? Anybody you can think of?
For some reason, Gary Barlow just popped into my head there. I don't know why. It's the first name.
Crooner sessions, go on the crooner sessions. I think that's that kind of Dua Lipa kind of sound. You've got that uplifting kind of house sound, Amy, as well. Dua Lipa, people like that, really, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a nice female duet. If like Ariana and Lady Gaga did one, I think me and Dua Lipa would.
Yeah.
Probably kind of mix nice, yeah.
This has to happen.
Dua Lipa, DMs are open.
We've got some more random questions for you. We usually like to ask them random questions as well.
No.
So, what is the one thing that you could not have went without during lockdown?
Wow, that's a biggie.
My ring light.
The ring light. Okay.
This thing right here, adding the complexion. Yeah.
Is that the magic touch?
That is, yeah. If I turn that off now, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Like we're totally the same, aren't we? You're perfected the lighting.
I can see a bit of lighting on yours. It's totally different colours at the bottom.
Oh yeah, it's a little headphones. My
My
girlfriend got me these today as well. At Easter bunnies.
You get some Easter bunnies, sir.
Getting all seasonal.
Okay.
Couple of Asda specials.
Oh, is that the chocolate bunnies? Is there chocolate in there as well?
Just solid wood, John. Solid wood.
Oh man, don't try bite
Ain't
that.
messing about over here. Traditional. It's like a present for the 1920s. Can you see the headphones through the bunnies, or the bunnies covering it up?
It kind of looks like the bunnies are trying to wear the headphones, but they're just too big for them.
I'm going to give you guys the luxury, the pleasure of naming one bunny each.
Amy G.
What one?
One on the left, yeah, that one.
That one, Amy G. Amy G and John.
There you go.
I'll call the other one Madonna.
That'd be a clapping off.
Amy G and Her Majesty together.
Okay, here's another one for you, Amy. Here's another one for you. What is your most random lockdown purchase?
Oh my god, I saw so many people talking about this, and I actually haven't made one. I've brought lots of ring lights. I've brought a phone holder for filming.
Yeah, that's productive. That's a productive purchase. I think.
It's really productive.
You haven't bought 2 wooden bunnies by any chance, have you?
You know what? I haven't. I'm so bored with these answers. I'm like, why have I not everything like exotic? So what have you guys brought? Go on.
What have you bought, John?
I bought a rice cooker.
A rice cooker.
Really productive.
That's quite productive, actually.
I bought. My favourite thing was the mead, a mead making kit. Me and my girlfriend are making your own mead. Have you ever heard of that, Amy? Mead?
No.
It's like honey wine. You make your own honey wine.
Oh wow.
It's kind of it's what they used to drink in the medieval times. I had no idea why you're still drinking that.
It's easy to make. It's the first time I've ever tried to make alcohol, Amy. I thought it's the lockdown. Why not? You know what I mean? We've got time to kill here. Let's just make mead.
Have you actually tasted it yet? Have you tried any of it yet?
No, today's the day. It's 4 weeks. It's been sitting for 4 weeks, but it's still bubbling in there. So I'm not sure.
I'm worried about your eyesight. You're going to drink some of that, and at least one of your eyes are going to be gone.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it. Totally worth it. I think the fact that it's still. What's that, Amy?
Is it dangerous to make your own alcohol?
We'll find out. It was nice knowing you guys. It was nice to chat with you guys. I don't know. It's not meant to be still bubbling in there, but it seems to still be fermenting. So it's probably about 50% at this point. But we'll see how it goes.
I don't like the fact it's bubbling. That just doesn't sound like it's going to be good for you in any way at all.
I'm saving some for you, John. Your first drink out will be a little sip of my homemade mead.
I know that will be a week I won't remember.
Did you add fruit?
What's that, Amy?
Did you add fruit to the wine?
No, it's just honey. It's pretty much just honey, water, and yeast.
Is that all it is? I do like honey. I like honey.
It's the most ancient alcoholic beverage in the world. In fact, I'll give you guys a fact. That's where the term honeymoon comes from, because couples that were recently married are meant to drink mead on the honeymoon.
Ah, okay.
No thanks. Busy. No thanks.
I think I just imparted some wisdom on this Zoom chat. That's a fun.
So what's your plans then, Amy, for the rest of this year? Have you got other things planned for the rest of this year after lockdown and all that?
It's definitely to do a headline show at the end of the year. Hopefully it'll be allowed then after September, to really celebrate the EP. I always like to do my EP with a band,
nice.
but we always add in like the tracks. So we've got like the house and everything vibe, but like drums, kind of a different element. So I always last time I did it, I did the show first, and the night after, well, the morning after, the EP was released. So the audience heard it in a way, but then like it didn't ruin it because it sounded completely different on the EP. So I'd love to do that again, but bigger venue, but a bit more of like a dance venue, but include lots of DJs this time. So you kind of bring the crowd, a bit more of a party. So last time it was like a proper like show. I had like other singers. So this time it'd just be like really sick DJs, dance atmosphere. And I kind of headline and like carry the night on like 3 o'clock in the morning, sort of like probably like a nightclub. So that's the aim. What else do I need to do? More music production, more writing. More writing, definitely, and like the whole summer have a good few DJ bookings in. And I suppose like even going towards Christmas, there's lots of events, Halloween and stuff. So it's kind of, it's not all based on summer, is it? So hopefully. DJ, do some get some confidence in live streams as well. Sounds like it's going to be a busy year for you. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I like the fact that this year it's going to be a lot of learning. So like last year it was kind of just singing. I don't think I was developing, but there was nerves, but I think it's going to be a different sort of feeling.
Yeah.
Debuting as DJs, it's going to be a different sort of like a gratitude. Yeah.
I think a lot of radio shows is good as well, Amy, doing like live radio shows and even live streams online, because at least it's that any kind of live element just puts the pressure on and it will ease you in towards doing the live shows.
Yeah, I think I might on my Insta page, like if you announce it as well and you've got like a certain like people can like log on at 6 and you're going live, you haven't got the picture there, haven't you, for eyes are watching.
I'd feel more pressure doing that, I think, actually, than just playing in a club.
Yeah, because people can like scream a call, couldn't they? Like, oh look, the trucks are going out here. Yeah.
Totally.
Don't tag me.
Right. No, we'll not keep you too much longer, Amy. Thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure chatting. I don't mean to rush off, but I really want to go and crack a bath bomb into that bath and just relax, you know.
You're going to drink some mead in the bath as well, aren't you?
Going, that's a hell of an idea. That is an idea right there. Some bubbling mead in a bath bomb.
I reckon we should catch up at the end of 2021 and see what's happened.
Absolutely. I just hope Paul can still see by then.
I wouldn't be here.
No, you're like, oh, lots have happened. My wine made me blind.
This will be the finest wine you guys have ever tasted. Come on.
I'll give it a miss.
Brilliant. No, thanks, Amy. Thanks for coming on. We'll catch up. You said we'll definitely do this all over again soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, definitely. Just let me know the questions beforehand.
That's no fun.
I'm trying to bet Henry.
We've got to keep you on your toes, Amy. We've got to keep it fun and on your toes. So before we go, where can everybody kind of go to see your social media profiles and your website and all that sort of stuff?
So Instagram, where I'm most active, is AmyGOfficialXO. And then my website's amyGofficial.co.uk. Spotify is just Amy G, and it's spelled AMY space G.
Excellent.
Thanks so much, guys. I've really enjoyed it.
No worries. Enjoy your DJing gigs as well when you're out and about.
Yeah, I'll invite you over and actually come over to Scotland.
Kick ass out there, Amy. Show them how it's done, all right?
I will do.
All right, take care.
Catch you on.
Bye.